Did you know that the petrol we use as fuel is actually carried through pipelines from place to place? Now these pipelines have to be made from a very strong material so that there is no leakage or pilferage on the way. Now a petrol company wants to make these pipelines for themselves. Now they want to know how much cost they would incur to make these pipelines. Now for that, what do they need? They need to know how much material is used to make these pipelines. Now you can see that these pipelines are actually giving us a shape of a hollow cylinder. You can see that this is a cylinder with these curved surface and with two circular bases, but it is hollow from inside so that it can carry petrol. So how will that petrol company now find out the material used in this hollow cylinder? Let's see. Well, we know how to find out the volume of a solid cylinder. It is what? Pi r square h, where this r is actually the radius of the circular base of the solid cylinder, into h, this is what? Height of this solid cylinder. Now let us see how a hollow cylinder is made from this solid cylinder. A small radius is taken, that is the internal radius. Now you can see how we have made a hollow cylinder from a solid cylinder. Now the thickness will be what? Capital R minus small r. So the thickness of this hollow cylinder is actually external radius minus internal radius, that is capital R minus small r. So now how can we find out the volume of this cylinder? Now you can see that the volume of a hollow cylinder is what? This is a hollow cylinder. It is made from the solid cylinder minus the internal cylinder we had created. So the volume of a hollow cylinder is actually volume of the external cylinder that had the radius capital R minus volume of the internal cylinder that we have taken out from this solid cylinder with the radius small r. So what is the volume of the external cylinder with the radius as capital R? It is pi r square h. And what is the volume of internal cylinder? It will be same, pi r square h, but the r will be small r. So if we take out the volume of the external cylinder and subtract the volume of internal cylinder from it, we will get the volume of this hollow cylinder. So let's simplify it. Let us take pi and h common. So we get inside as r square, that is capital R square minus small r square. So this is how we will get the volume of this hollow cylinder. Now you can also say that volume is what? Area of cross section into height. So here we can write area of cross section as pi capital R square minus pi small r square into h, and simplifying it we will get pi h common r square minus small r square. The same formula that we have derived above. So now you know that volume of a hollow cylinder is what? Pi capital R square minus small r square into h, where capital R is the external radius and small r is the internal radius. Now we have been given the dimensions of these pipelines. The height is 21 meters, the external radius is 4 meters and the internal radius is 3 meters. Now find out the volume of this hollow cylinder yourself. Now let's do it. Instead of pi we write 22 by 7 into r square, means the capital R square, that is 4 meters. So we can write 4 square minus small r is what? 3 meters. So 3 square into h, that is 21 meters height, or you get 22 by 7 into 4 square, that is 16, minus 3 square, that is 9. So 16 minus 9 is 7 into 21. So we get this as 462 meter cube. Why are we using meter cube? Because whenever we find volume of any figure, we use cubic units. So volume of this pipeline is actually 462 meter cube. Now the petrol company found out that the material per meter cube would cost them rupees 100. Now they have already found out how much material they would require to make these pipelines, that is 462 meter cubes. So how much money they would now incur to make these pipelines? This is actually volume of pipe into cost of material per meter cube. So let us do this. 462, that is volume of the pipe, volume of this hollow cylinder, into cost of material, that is rupees 100. This will give us 46,200. Or we can say that the petrol company will incur 46,200 rupees to make these pipelines. So what did we learn? We learned that whenever we take out volume of a hollow cylinder, we multiply pi into capital R square minus small r square into h, where this capital R is the external radius and this small r is the internal radius, and this h is the height of that hollow cylinder.